Hi everyone, I'm Eleanor. I'm Gertie. And we're from the Roy Suitcase. Today we're going to continue where we left off on our cabinet yesterday. So we've got some of the drawers in, almost just busy touching up the blending side on this drawer, and then we'll put it in so that you can have a look. So in the meantime, let's just show you the cabinet so far. Is this thing gonna work? I want to show them the bottom drawers. So there's some of the bottom drawers. Now these still need to be edged, these two, but these two are done. So it's going to be a nice bright little Cassie. Hi Anita, thank you. Alright, so almost touching up the top drawer for us, and then we will I'm going to take these out so she can do these, and then I'm going to tip it so that we can do the other side. Thank you to Judith. It's not very pale colors. It's quite bright. So I'm taking out these drawers because they still need to be touched on the edges. I'm just putting it here. Sure. And then I'm going to flip the cabinet and we can do the other side of the stencil. Just to show these that I haven't seen yet, this is how this side is looking.
Have you decided what you want to do? Color it in or what?
Yes, I want to paint those flowers on the side now. Hi Jackie, so that we can start doing the stencil on this side. Right? Oops. Excuse. Alright, hang on before you paint. There we go. Alright, so now you've got it on its side. Now just remember, on the other side the flowers were towards the front. So now I'm going to flip my stencil so that I've got the flowers on the same side as on the opposite side. I think it's okay, babe. Alright, let's get some fresh masking tape. Just want to take it to the edge, make sure it runs fine. Alright, here we go. So I decided I wanted to paint the flowers. Hi Annette. Hi Babsy, donkey. I just want to make sure that I've got it about right. Because it looks like it's a bit longer on this side than the other side. I think it's because of the
Lovely, I think the green is much better than the red we used.
Yes. We just changed the color a bit to a green. It was the red one.
The red was just too much.
Yeah. So Alma's blending in the drawers for us. And I'm doing the stenciling. So I'll be in front of the camera a bit today. So I'm just taking my stencil down so that it doesn't move. Especially on this design, I don't want it to go anywhere. So just tapping it down, and I'll show you now what I do around the bended curve. So now I cut the tape just in little
slits. We're not going to use this color again, eh?
I don't think so, no. I think you'll be using nautical. So I move my stencil right to the edge And I tape down that piece that I've just made a little slit into. And that way I can be sure that the bend stay on the right side and it doesn't move. Bring this over there. This one on. Okay, and then it should stay in place. Alright, so we're going to start off on stencil. That's if I can find a stencil brush. Is there stencil brushes there with you, Mark?
Yes. What size do you need?
Big.
Big like big?
Big like that. Thank you. And just that little latte of mine. Black one.
The black one. There we go.
Thank you. So again, I'm stenciling with, no, I did Chantilly yesterday, eh? Almost changed the colour there. Painting with Chantilly lace again. Hi Gerda, hi Nunu. Chantilly lace is a nice, beautiful cream colour. So that's what I did the other side with. So continuing with that, you need an old rag. You guys are almost tired of this story already. Maybe just a fresh piece. Old rag, paint on your brush and you wipe it thoroughly so that when you test it on your hand, it's like blush. Anything more than this and you spread the paint underneath your stencil. So I put my stencil brush down and I'm moving circular motions over my stencil. I know some people do stippling, but if you do stippling, then your stencil does this as well, especially now that we've got this funny shape. I actually forgot to put a piece of tape there on the edge. Let me do that quickly before I forget. So just make a couple of slits in my tape so that I can bend my tape around the curved edge like so. And that should keep it in place, hopefully. Right, back onto my stenciling. So on the other side I went from dark to light when I was stenciled. So I'm going to apply the same technique as I go towards the end. I'm just going to be stenciling lighter. So I don't press that hard anymore with this brush. I just go a little bit softer.
I'm just going to wash this.
I've got the holder with the water here.
If I want to use it again.
Okay. So I'm just going over my stencil like I did yesterday. This is the new Wonderland Mixed Media stencil which I posted. So it's our first time using it as well. And I actually quite like it. It's got a bit of everything in it. Hi Stephanie. Dankie. Let's see if we can get in here. And maybe you guys can see a little bit better when I'm not in front of the camera.
I've just used the extra paint just to do the sides, and then I don't waste it.
Okay. what I thought of doing, Ma, is, you know, here where we had the overspray. Someone sprayed this cabinet, so we've got a bit of an overspray on the sides. Like so. We can't leave it like that.
No, we will paint it again.
So what I thought is maybe using the same blue, but we'll have to do a very thin coat. So
I'll
if we
use the green now, okay?
no, once we're done.
Eventually,
yes.
Okay.
Because if you put too thick coat in, your drawers are going to have difficulty fitting into your cabinet.
Yes.
So yeah.
I just want to finish this one.
Why are you doing this with the nautical or with the navy?
No, we use the nautical.
Okay.
Or do you want me to use the navy?
No, use the nautical.
I think the navy is just like the other one, too dark.
Yeah. No, I like that nautical.
Whereas you've got your nautical in most of the...
I just want to show you the one that you've done now.
There, at the back, there on the bottom.
Okay, so this one we did in red.
But it was too much.
But it was just not looking nice, so we did it over with the green. I think this looks nice.
You see, what we will also have to do there is that bottom parts where it's white.
Oh, okay.
The inside parts, you see.
Yes.
Eventually, when we've got more
I
time.
want to come around here again because it's easier for me to stencil over the top. I tend to move my stuff everywhere around me. So how has your day been so far? What have you been doing? What are you up to? Ariana? Okay, you'll be using the lacquer when you want to seal your project. We also use it when we apply the fabric appliques. But normally the lacquer, you will finish your project off with the lacquer once you're done. But remember, your paint needs to stand for 8 hours to cure before you apply that. And what are you painting, and why don't we have photos of it? One of our followers, Nuncia, is busy painting a wall with a damask pattern. So she's been sending me photos and it's looking awesome. So once that one is done, I'm going to share those pictures and hopefully a video with you guys as well, because it's really a beautiful piece. She's doing a whole bedroom wall with that.
Flux amazing.
Yeah, she says it's a hell of a job.
Yeah. Did you tell her about your ward?
Yeah.
2 days.
2 days.
But it's beautiful in the end. Once Nuncia's got enough practice, she can come and do my one. Wall.
I was hoping we were going to get to your floor this lockdown.
Yes, we can do that.
Mom's got a cement floor that needs a bit of a remake. Remember, this week's challenge is to finish all your half projects and to post pictures of that on the page. We share it with everyone. It just keeps everybody inspired.
Just be careful your arm there, so that you don't land in the paint.
This one is actually perfect, eh?
Yes.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the blue would have been too much again.
Someone's saying again something. Let's just see. Dankie, Anneke. Yes, I printed the pictures on normal, with a normal DeskJet printer, because I don't have a fancy laser printer. Can't get to somewhere where they've got one. So it was printed on a normal DeskJet printer, It was then sealed with clear lacquer spray, just slightly, don't drown it in that. And then it was left outside so that it could dry properly. And then I used it with decoupage on my drawers so that the color doesn't give off. So yeah, it was normal DeskJet printer, normal paper, photocopy paper. So yeah, nothing fancy.
Yes, once lockdown is over, you can invest in all these fancy things. But you know, while it's down, you don't seem to think that you would use it.
Yeah.
Now.
But yeah, the right way would be to have them laser printed, because then your color is burned into the paper, so the color won't give off with the decoupage, the Mod Podge. I must now just remember that I'm going lighter towards the end now.
Oopsie.
What have you done?
That's just too much.
Okay. Luckily, while it's still wet, you can wipe it off. Dankie, Trudy. So yeah, I'm now just doing the second side of this awkward looking little drawer set. And I thought of giving it a nice funky look. I've already got a beige type one with flowers on in my bedroom, so I wanted something different a bit. So, and it was also a good excuse to use the new stencil.
But this is not going to be in your bedroom, is it?
No, this one is going to go on the website. It will be for sale once we're done with it. So if you are looking for a 5-drawer chest of drawers, then you will find this one there once we're done with it. There's so many things I still want to do to it, so it might take us forever to finish this.
You've got that other small set of drawers as well. That one that what's like the little suitcase that we painted in
yes, I've got that one too.
Is that enough? I don't think more over here.
I think a little bit over because it needs to blend with the other drawers. So just maybe a little.
And this side, let me turn it over.
I think it's perfect. Let me go and show them quickly.
What is the other one color?
No, it's just these three. Oh, that one. I thought of not doing it red because we've now learned a lesson with the red.
No, the red's too much.
But what about the parchment, Ma? Would that work, or do you want the French truffle? So this is the one drawer. See how we've done the edges now? Just blended it in a bit. I'm just going to let it dry before I put it in here. Now, so I think this one needs to be the French truffle. You guys haven't seen the French truffle yet. This is the color. So I think we'll do that drawer with that one. At least we'll have some normality there. I want to start on the flowers today as well. So you must start thinking of colors. What colors do you think we should do these flowers in? Because majority of people said paint them. I actually went over and looked at your responses. So I thought the French truffle, Mom, what do you think?
Yes.
Rather than the lapel.
No, I don't know.
No, I think the French truffle. French is good. I've got some grey as well if you want.
No, there's no grey in it.
Because some of those letters look a bit grey. So tell me, which color do you think we should do the flowers? Because once I'm done stenciling here, we're going to be painting the flowers. And then I need to know which color.
That's just the right color. This.
I am still going to use some gold leaf, maybe more copper leaf. So bear that in mind when you make your decision about the flower color.
I would say the colors that's in here.
Yeah, but you need to pick one.
The reds and the yellows and the green.
Well, we can't make the flower green. That's not going to work.
No, I mean the leaves green. Is there leaves?
Yeah, there are a couple of leaves. Yeah, we can do a bit of a green. Or we need to tone it down and make the flowers very pastel-y or bright. What do you say? Let's see.
I don't know about the
Lynette,
pastel.
hi there. I love this cupboard. Makes me think of Alice in Wonderland. Yes. Remember the checkered stencil you used on your fridge? That would look so awesome. Yeah, that's what I want to do. And yes, I'm using it. I'm using, this is the Wonderland mixed media that I posted last night. So there was 2 stencils that went onto the website last night. One was the Wonderland mixed media and the other one was the floral mixed media. So go and have a look. So I'm just fading, so I'm pressing softer towards the end so that it looks like a faded shadow type stenciling. So I'm not pressing as hard as I would have done there. I'll lift it up now so that you guys can see the completed one. So this one, Lynette, it's got a bit of hard open diamonds in, a bit of a Moroccanish pattern and some flowers and some twirly-whirlies. So that's why we called it the mixed media.
Did someone put that machine off?
I'm sure they did. Let's see if someone's saying anything. I need a suggestion on the color of the flowers. What color do you think we should paint the flowers?
You see what I mean? There's a lot of these, what do you call that, salmony color and the yellow and red and these colors.
Huh? Salmony
yellow.
salmony yellow.
There's salmon that I'm saying. With
Yes,
yellow.
but what color? Salmony yellow or salmony red? I'm just doing a light stencil here because it's fading softer towards the end of the cabinet. And I think that is it. So, are you ready for the big reveal?
Actually, what I should do is, once we've got the 4 drawers in, decide on the color of the flower.
All right. Lynette, you're driving me insane.
What does Lynette say?
She says she's going to look. All right. So we're going to lift off the stencil now. And then I'll pick it up and you can have a look at the completed one. Because I don't think you guys, or maybe I'll bring the camera closer.
Amazing when you don't see your clients, for so long, how you missed him.
Yeah, I actually do.
Because we saw Lynette, Saurig and
probably about 50 odd days ago.
Anita and...
Alright, so here we go. I'll bring you in to have a look. I've got a new stencil brush and it's losing a lot of hair. So let's take the camera closer and then you tell me what you think. Bright pink and red. Hi Stella. Yes, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So here we go, Lynette. I hope you're watching. So what do you say? Do you think I did it right? Or must I make some changes? Baie dankie, Trudy. Salmon orange shades, yes.
Yes.
I think if you go with the salmon and maybe the red, you'll automatically get the orange shade in it. Okay, so let's pick this up. And then we'll work on the bloemetjies.
Is that enough blending?
Yes, I think so, Ma. I think that was the right color.
Yes.
Alright, here we go. It's much heavier with the drawers in.
Much heavier now that you've painted it.
Yeah, no, with the drawers in. You see, it's so heavy. Alright, let me just lift it to get out all this stuff that it's standing on. Let's see if you've got a good view or not. Alright, so you should be seeing how I'll be doing the flowers now. Sorry guys for the hand. I just want to get you a bit up because that's where I'm going to be working now at this angle. So it's got a bit of an angle as well. So what do we need to do this is some flat brushes. Let's see what I have here. These are all oil brushes. I'm not going to use my oil brushes for this. And Ma, do you have any brushes there by you?
Yes. What?
Oh yeah, I put them here.
Size?
I've got them. These are the ones that I put down for drying yesterday.
There's also some here, little ones.
Very interesting. Very
Look
interesting.
at these.
Okay, I've got what I need.
Just look at these.
Yes,
No.
that black one. So if it's got a flat point, I'm going to be using it. This is what I have. I hope you guys can see it's a flat. This one is one of those angled brushes. It's also flat. And this one I'm not going to use because it's got some, I think, glue or something on, so I'm not even going to touch this brush. Alright, so we said salmon and reds. Right?
Yes.
Okay, so give me the
Because
salmon.
there's a lot of that color in everywhere, and also the yellow.
So yellow to salmon or yellow to red or I don't know. And I need the red. Okay.
Start with it and you surprise us.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I actually feel for the red and the... Okay, let's mix. Okay, here we go. Alright, now remember we did something very similar on the protea flower. So I'm going to be doing something very similar to that.
Is this the last, or is there still one in the sun?
No, that's all. We've got 5 draws. That's what we've got. Alright, so I'm going to be using my Scarlet Pimpernel from Petite Rouge, which is a bright red.
I only see 3.
Yes, but there's 2 in the cabinet already.
Oh.
Remember I told you?
Okay.
And let them eat cake. So nice yellow. And I'm actually a bit scared of this color because it actually goes much brighter than what you actually anticipate. This is the salmon color. Hi Marie. Alright, so here we go. Guys, hold thumbs. If this doesn't work out, we'll paint it over and just do it again tomorrow. Maybe we need a bit of a bigger brush. Yeah, let's just get a bit of a bigger brush. Yeah, otherwise we'll be busy for a while. So let's see. Going to take some of the red. I need I always have one of these close by, because you never know.
Did you say hello to Louise?
No,
Oh.
to Marie.
I was just wondering how her cupboard came out.
No, she hasn't painted it yet.
Why not?
They're busy farming.
What farming?
They're busy with the cows and stuff. So
Oh.
she hasn't. Okay, so I start in the grooves where the stencil has actually left a space. And I close up those spaces with my paint. Now, bear in mind that if you put the red over the blue, it's going to give a bit of a purpley shadow. So we're going to have to probably do 2 coats. So, yeah, let's see. Like I said, it might turn out totally different tomorrow. And I'm just putting a bit of...
You mean you're not going to sleep tonight?
No, I keep on changing my mind.
Normally when you don't sleep, you get up and paint.
Yeah, who's got that problem? Alright, so I'm going into my salmony color now. I'm going to try and fade it now from red to salmon. But let's see if that now works. So I'm just blending in with my flat brush and my salmon color. I might need to do 2 coats on it because the blue is quite a powerful color, so yeah.
What, glue?
Blue. The dark blue.
I thought you said you put on blue. I just wanted to say where the
Dark
glue.
blue. So you see, I'm working it while it is actually still wet. So that's, for me, that is easier to blend it in. And also please note, there's 100 million different ways to do this. This is just the way that's easiest for me. Dankie Renel. Dankie Rianza. This is the new stencil, Rianza. So I'm blending in with the Mermaid Blush from Petite Rouge. And I've started off with the Scarlet Pimpernel, which is the red. I'm actually not, I don't think I'm going to go in with the yellow. No. So as you can see, we've got a couple of flowers to do, so it is going to take us a little while. So I just want to try and get at least 1 leaf nice so that you guys can see the effect. Or do you want to perhaps start painting the sides of those drawers?
You said you wanted, I was just going to ask, in this color.
Yes, but a very thin layer, otherwise you're going to rub it off when you put your
Roll
drawing.
it or paint it?
Maybe, but I don't have a roller, so what about this orange brush, or is that your
Yes,
sealant?
no, that's fine.
So, as you can see, the Mermaid Blush actually dries in quite a bright
What the
color.
sides, and what about these edges?
No, I think just the sides.
Are we going to do those edges in the color that we've used?
I think so.
This is still a bit
I've
red.
got no idea if this is going to work, so I'm just going to try it. So now I've got my 3 colors I'm working at the same time, close to each other. And now I'm just blending the yellow here towards the end of the flower, the petal. If I go quiet, it's because I'm concentrating on this blooming.
You only want the sides, not the inside.
No, just the sides. And don't worry about the bottom or the back. I'm just so scared that the drawers are not going to fit in if we painted 2 layers or so. Let's see if we can blend this a bit better. So all I'm doing is I'm basically combining the flower by painting over the edge that I've created with my stencil. So I'm going to bring you into this one leaf so if you can just have a quick look. And then you can tell me what you think. I might go over it a bit later on with some white, just bringing in the shadows. So let me try and take you closer. Hang on if we go a bit wobbly. Well, this size, Lynette, is a 90 by 50. So there you just have a look at this little petal now. This is the one I've just done. I hope you guys can see. So why I say it's going to need 2 coats, because you can still see the blue coming through, and I don't want that line. Or I need to go in with a brown, perhaps, for shading. So there we go. Taking you guys back out again.
I've missed on the floor. Just have to pick it up.
Okay. Just stay there, don't go down again. Right. So then I'm going to just go over that part again, yeah. And that's how I actually make my flower, close up my flower, that it doesn't look like it's been stenciled on. You are welcome to leave it this way, and you are welcome to stencil it in color. It's just up to you how you want it. I actually like the filling in of the flower because it makes it look like 3D. And just remember that you keep your shadows in mind, that this flower shadow doesn't sit, for instance, on this side and this one on this side. So keep your shadows on one side of your petals.
Only the sides, you say?
Yes, Mom. I think so. And then we can still do a nice little stenciling on it, don't you think? Would it look nice?
On the side?
Mm.
But you say you're worried that it's not going to go through.
And do you think the stenciling would be too...
No, I think too much. Let's just see when it's dry first.
Alright.
Then you can do the stenciling. I just need to go and get something to wipe up that piece of paint.
Don't worry about it, we'll do it now.
No, then it's going to be dry.
No, Mom. If we put water to it, it's fine. So happy 36th day. Today is the 36th tutorial day that we are doing. So thank you for everyone that's been watching with us and commenting and sharing inspiration. I'll take you in Nana again once I've done this petal. So basically any brush that's got a... Ooh, you're losing you guys. You've gone down. Let's take you up. Oh, this thing.
Must I call the cameraman?
I think so, because this thing every now and then, you guys are now having a nice skew view. Every now and then this thing does this. Alright, let's see if it stays. Are you guys still with us? Yes. It seems to stay in place now, Ma. It hasn't gone down again. It went like this again.
Is it alright now?
Yeah, I think it's okay now, sorry.
He was just stuttering.
We're messing him around.
Yeah. I think he's cold.
Okay.
He's been outside the whole day.
Yeah, it is rather cold here with us. And just remember, petals do have little veins as well, so it's okay if you make a little vein or two. You're all very quiet, just watching.
In anticipation.
In anticipation. Like I said, tomorrow it might be a pink flower and we never know. So I'll bring you in now and then you can tell me what you think of the second petal. Try not to move it again. Hang on, we're going closer. There you go. That's how our flower is looking now. 2 petals down and done and dusted. Alright. You back up. Right. There we go again. So the only thing I'm doing is I'm working with 3 colors. I'm working with the Scarlet Pimpernel from Petite Rouge. I'm working with the Mermaid Blush from Petite Rouge and the Let Them Eat Cake, which is the yellow from Petite Rouge.
Is Eve open yet?
Yes, she is, and we are waiting for some paint to come. The paint manufacturers only started, I think, this week. So there is a bit of a delay on the paint. So if you guys want paint, you must please let me know in advance. Because the orders are filling up quite quickly on paint.
Did you find the green paint?
No, I did not. And that's why I gave you that other acrylic. It's somewhere. I'm sure we used it on the table. And it's maybe standing at your home.
No, I mean for the order.
Yes, I think I found it. So now I'm being a bit windgat, yeah, and I'm doing 2 petals at one stage. To see if we can't get more of the flower done quicker. And every time I'm just wiping my brush so that I've got a fairly clean nib for the next color. Apologies if I'm going a bit quiet.
Concentrating too much.
Concentrating on the bloomer. And you'll see I'm painting like I'm painting long little stripes because that helps for the contours of the petals as well, because it looks like they've got little veins. Okay, and then those little pieces that are left, I'm going to fill up with the yellow again. So here we go. And just like the ombre, I work this all while it's still wet, so I don't wait for it to dry in between.
Ronaldo's company also had got their permit yesterday, so they can start. They started today.
That's a cool thing. Yeah, everybody can't wait to get to work because everybody's sitting in anticipation. I'll bring you in now to show you these 3 that I did now, just so that you've got a better idea of what I'm doing on this side. If we are a bit quiet, it's because of the concentration. And it certainly doesn't have to be perfect. It is handwork, so yeah. Here you go. We're taking you in again to have a look. Whoopee. So there you can see what I've done so far. So you can start seeing the petals and how they'll be formed, and we might turn out to do this little flower a bit darker. So
Do you want to pass me the other 2 drawers to do the sides?
You've done this? Oh, the outside sides. I think what time is it?
10 to 5.
Okay. I'll pass them on to you.
Otherwise I can start with the inside so long.
No, I'll pass on. And then you just tell me
that also needs to...
once you're ready. Should I start putting that in?
Give it a few minutes.
Okay. Alright, everybody still here? Okay, cool. Then we're going. So you've seen now what I've done here, just to try and blend the flower pieces together. I just want to show you the difference. The moment I start adding a bit of a light shadow to it. Where's that chantilly of mine? So I like using the chantilly lace for my chantilly or parchment for my lighter streaks of the flower. So I just want to show you what happens. I'm turning brushes. Now I'm going to add just a bit of a light shadow piece to it. And I'll start on this. And I'm going to take you inside. You have a look at the 2 different petals now, because this one has got some light shading on now. Do you see the difference? So you can always go over it again and continue working with it until you've got the right shade sitting there. Like I said before, you don't need to do this. This is just us playing around and filling up the stencil and making it look like a flower. So if you want to stencil your flower in red colors, then you do that. It's just us playing around here a bit. And luckily art doesn't have to be perfect. That's what makes it art. So there you go.
Mr. Cameraman.
Okay, you still want the very last one, Mom?
Yes, please. That's pretty.
Okay, I'm bringing you in again, just so, but you can see already that it looks like it's popping a bit. I'm gonna, oh, I should actually have this camera standing right here. So there you can see the difference between the leaves now. So light and dark shades makes a big difference in terms of how your eye sees things. So bear that in mind as well. So this is a combined for the painting ladies and for the furniture ladies. So yeah. And this little bit of shading will also help with your making your flower look softer. I'll bring you in now once I'm done with this little one. Like I said before, this is, I doubt if this is the right way of doing it, but this is the way I do it, and this is the way it's easy enough for me to do it.
Yeah, so each one will do it in their own way.
Yeah, find a way that works best for you.
Yes.
Alright, and this one.
So is our wood guy
Okay,
working again?
this is the last time I'm taking you in, I promise. So that's how far we are.
The guy that makes the cabinets, is he working again?
I don't know. So there you go, that has been filled in. I might go around in the edges and add a little bit of brown just for a bit of darkness. But yeah, that's... And I think these flowers are going to take us 60 days and 60 nights. But yeah, we've started the process now, so we need to finish it. So yeah, Ma, you done now?
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add the drawers in so that you guys can quickly see how it looks.
Just be careful this open page.
Yes, I want to close it now. That's why I'm here.
I'm seeing you turning this thing upside down and
No, it's going frontwards.
paint flying everywhere.
Yes, that has also happened to us. Paint
So
flying
my
everywhere.
black clothes won't be black anymore. I'll be very colourful.
You'll be colourful. Alright, these I'll just need to go and wash them. Now let's turn this back just around so that you guys can see. Alright, I hope you get... Oh, you're too close now. Let me move you back again. Alright, I'm going to show you the drawers now. Or do you want to just hold it? Yeah. Because now it's full of nonsense again. Okay, just hold it there. I'll put in the drawers. Now these are the drawers we did with the...
Am I right? Yes.
Yeah, decoupage paper we had got from Alta Knitzer on
You
the
see what I
painting group.
say?
not
should
more.
not do anything else
Yeah.
because
This one was where? No. Yeah. No. One would think that I've got
you must mark them.
the drawers now. Yeah, once
Because
I go in there.
We're going to paint them again.
Alright.
That's beautiful.
I think this one was the top one. Mom, you've moved the camera totally. You need to wash. Okay, so that's like goes in there.
And the
this one
bottom one.
goes in there. So there you go. That's the full picture.
Are you holding it?
No. So tomorrow, Donkey Nunu, tomorrow we will continue doing the flowers and we want to do some leaf, gold leaf and stuff. So once we've got that done, then this cassie will look totally different. And also remember the top hasn't been painted yet. So we still need to do the top. So yeah. Okay, Mom, you're going to say goodbye.
Have a nice evening, ladies.
Yes, and keep well. And thank you for watching. We see you tomorrow at 4.
Bye.
Bye.